happening, guys? Oh, you know what this is. Another loss. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think many think the season's over. I kind of agree. I don't know. It's going to be tough. We need to win pretty much every game, especially every division game, to do anything, to even make wild card chances. It's not looking very good. A lot of people think that Raiders are tanking. I actually kind of agree. I think John Gruden wants to have a top 5 pick next year, regardless of whether that's Chicago or whether that's us. It's not going to be Chicago. It's going to be us. Sad to say. I don't know. This game just kind of cemented to me the reality that John Gruden is not a good coach, in the sense that, the first couple games I thought, man, he actually is coming up with some really good game plays. He was actually coming up, with good strategies, making use of the mismatches, going to different receivers. Whoever had a mismatch in the secondary, he would go to those. He would continue to go to those, and he had success. We had success. The first 3 games, we were one of the top offenses. We threw the ball well. We played well. And if you watch the Denver game, what I think is unbelievably something that sticks out to me is the fact that in the Denver game, Derek Carr was being flushed out of the pocket continuously, and not by the defense. I mean, like, Gruden or whoever was calling the plays was calling plays in which Carr would flush himself out of the pocket and allow himself to hit the receiver in the open, because he was not being run down by the the defensive edge rushers that were beating our tackles, our rookie tackles. Like, why would you not make your quarterback play on the run? Like, look at what Seahawks do. Seahawks offensive line is terrible, but they looked amazing in this game. Why? Because they just simply move the pocket. You move the pocket. Like, I just don't understand how Gruden can watch the success that we had in the Denver game doing this, and then the lack of success we had against Cleveland and against the Chargers not doing it. We refuse to move the pocket. I don't know why. I don't know how you can call plays. And why, when we're 3rd and 3, why are we throwing the ball more than 2 yards? Why are we not just doing a quick slant? Why is Carr holding in his hand for 5 seconds so he can get sacked? It's ridiculous. The play calling, the time management, the time management in the game is unbelievably just atrocious coming from John Gruden. Like, every game, it's like he's like, oh, we're not going to rush. Like, why wouldn't you just, like, if you watch last year when we were down, when we caught so many years we were down last year, or the year before that particularly, and we would come back in the second half. Why? Because we would run no huddle with Derek Carr, and we would constantly just throw the ball, and jam it down their throats, to the point where, you know what, even if we threw an interception, it wouldn't matter, because we were continuously just moving the ball so quickly we could score in 2 or 3 minutes and get the ball back, and then just shoot it down to Cooper or whoever and just keep doing it. I don't understand why we don't throw quick slants to Cooper on 3rd and 3. Why we're choosing to go with these longer passes in which Derek Carr gets sacked and a fumble on our 20-yard line. The first drive of this game was indicative of how this game was going to go to me. The first thing the Raiders did was did 3 running plays to Marshawn Lynch on the first drive. Pathetic. Like, what kind of game, when we're down 7-0, do you come out and run 3 times with Marshawn Lynch? Like, don't get me wrong, I love Lynch, and I want you to run with him as much as you can, but not like that. It's way too predictable, and you're just running it up the middle every time. It's the same play. How many times I got to tell you? Get him to the outside, get him to the open field when he gets 50 yards on every carry, because he can truck cornerbacks, he can truck safeties in the open field. But when you make him run up the middle, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, the play calling is atrocious. So, like, I don't even want to show much in this game. I don't even really want to watch much in this game. To be honest with you, it hurts me to watch this game. But what I want to do is I want to show you a few plays here. This play in particular, a botch snap, like this. Oh, and okay, this is the play. 3rd and 3. Okay, this is 3rd and 3. Let me say this again. This is 3rd and 3. Why? Like, 3rd and 3. Look at the 2 receivers. Look at 2 receivers are both 10 yards deep. 10 yards deep on a play when it's 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Other plays we were doing, like, Lynch would rush up and then he'd turn around. He'd just go like 2 or 3 yards and then Carr would throw him. Why wouldn't you call that there? Why wouldn't you call that there? It's the perfect place to call it. And guess what? You get the first down no matter what, unless Lynch drops it. And Lynch dropped a couple balls in this. I'm not gonna I'm not going to try and dispute that, but the fact is that you need to call plays that gives your playmakers the ability to make the play, and if you don't, then you're just putting yourself in a position to lose, which is what John Gruden was doing in this game. He kept putting himself in a position to lose. So like I said, it's third down. It's third down, right? Look at this, 3rd and 5. Okay, it's 3rd and 5. All right. Well, this was the play. Okay, it was 3rd and 5. Sorry, not 3rd and 3. It was 3rd and 5. So either way, 3rd and 5. Okay, 3rd and 5. Look, why are you like? Look where the receivers are going. They're not even turning around at the line to gain. They're going way past it. The 10-yard. Like who? Like it's just an atrocious play call. This play call is unbelievably stupid considering the play, the time, the fact that we have rookie tackles, and again, why is he standing in the pocket? Why is he not rushing? Look at the right side. There's nobody there. He could have ran him out to the right, flushed the pocket out, moved the pocket out to the right. He would have had literally 10 yards of open field, which he could have ran for the first down if he wanted. He could have ran for the first down easily if he wanted. Which is another thing. He ran for 1 first down this game, and it was a really good play, and that was it. And there were so many times, I saw at least 4 or 5 times when he could have ran for the first down, no doubt. So I'm not trying to blame this all on Gruden, because a lot of it was on Derek Carr too. But it's simply just, you need to put your, like I said, you can't call plays that force a situation like this where Derek Carr has to stand in the pocket for more than 3 seconds. Like when the receivers are going more than 10 yards down the field, he can't throw it in the first 3 seconds. Why is that even a play call? Why is that even a play call on 3rd and 5? In the first quarter, maybe in the 4th quarter, and we're down by 10 or something, and we really need points. But I just can't understand this play at all. And this play where a botch snap goes for a touchdown, like it's just ridiculous. Oh, and by the way, Colton Miller falls on top of the fumble and can't keep it because he just keeps sliding because of the turf was so slippery in London. It was ridiculous. But anyway, botch snap. Russell Wilson throws it. Why? Because Daryl Worley, remember that name. He made one good play in this game, and that was it. And honestly, it just goes back to what I've been saying the last couple weeks. It seems like Gruden wants to just trust his players over the more skilled players and the players that McKenzie has drafted and the players that are brought in before him. Like, for instance, Conley, to me, has been playing well. And I don't understand how, you're going to bench Conley over Worley and have Worley start. And then Worley gives up 40-yard, 50-yard touchdown twice. And thinking that that's the right decision, right? Because Gruden knows bringing in this guy that's been literally suspended for the past 4 weeks for some bullshit is going to be the better player than a guy that's been on our team for 2 years and has looked very well in every game he's played, but has not been healthy for the long run. And that's something that Gruden seems to want to do. Is like he just wants to put in these shitty players because they're his players, right? Because he drafts them, he recruits them, and so he needs to put in the guys that he thinks are better. And yet, even when they're not, even when they're less talented, even when they're less capable, and when they don't understand the system as much. Because I mean, it's simple. On this play where this receiver is able to go for this amount of time, it's simply because in the backfield, I mean, and you don't get a good angle on this one, but it's simply because if you watch it, Worley bites. He runs up, and thinks that Russell Wilson is gonna run. So right here, when he sees the snap, he stops. He stops thinking that Russell Wilson's going to run, so he's trying to stop it run. But why would you do that when you have 5 offensive linemen, you have a middle linebacker, you have all these guys up watching the quarterback? You need to cover your guy in the secondary. You need to recognize that. And for you to miss that, it just shows that you're incompetent in the pass game, and that you're too busy watching the quarterback instead of trying to understand where your guy is. And that can be good for interceptions when you're running short and you don't have a 40-yard, you don't have a guy that's 30 yards up the field behind you, right? I'm sorry. I'm just frustrated, guys, and I can't even look at much of this because honestly, man, it hurts. It just hurts so much to see our team play so shitty when we have such talent and we have such good players, and I feel so bad for the city of Oakland because the team is abandoning them. Well, I shouldn't say the team. John Gruden is forcing the team to abandon Oakland, and they're doing it in the worst possible way. And it rubs me the wrong way, and it makes me dislike Gruden even more. Now, do I dislike Carr? I'm starting to dislike Carr more and more every game, but like I said, It's not Carr. It's the play calling. And for me to say that I'd rather have John or Todd Downing than whoever's play calling now is sad. It's sad to come to that, but I almost would. I almost would rather have Todd Downing than whoever had now, and I would 1,000 times more rather have Bill Musgrave, who I don't understand. Like, just think of it this way, Raider Nation. If Jack Del Rio would have kept Bill Musgrave, done something, and just ensured that we kept Bill Musgrave, I think that none of this would happen. I think that we today would still have Jack Del Rio as our head coach. We'd still have Bill Musgrave as our offensive coordinator. We'd still have Crabtree. We'd still have Mack. We'd still have all our players. Still have King. And John Gruden would still be in the booth where I think he needs to be, because his recruiting, his time management in games is just pathetic. He always wants to have the call. He doesn't want to give the call to Derek Carr on the field and run no huddle so that we can score quickly and get back in games. He wants to, I call the plays, and then you even see him on the sideline when it's a mistake. He's like, it's my fault. That was my fault. And it's like, what do you mean it's your fault? Why are you calling stupid plays that put us in bad situations? I just don't understand it. And that only comes to one conclusion: that's he's tanking. I know, like Mikey Rader and a lot of other guys are saying that, like maybe he's tanking, and I can't argue too much with it now. After the last couple of games, like after the first couple of games, I was like, okay, we could have won those games, but I see how we lost, But now it's kind of like you're making decisions that easily are the worst decisions to make in those circumstances, and then that put us into even worse positions. Like I said, on that third down, when we're throwing 20 yards down the field instead of just doing a quick little screen pass or something that gets us 5 yards easy. Richard's been going for 10-15 yards every time you give him a screen pass. I just don't understand it. It just bugs me so much. We get killed by screen passes last week, and we throw 3 or 4 this week to Lynch that drops a few, but every time he caught it, he got the first down. I remember one, he got 15 yards off one where people thought he was going to get knocked down for no gain. And that's the problem, is you got to put the ball in these players' hands. You can't just hold the ball with Derek Carr for 10 seconds in the pocket waiting for something to happen. You need to call plays in which he immediately has a target, especially on 3rd and 5. On a first down, it's not such a big deal. But if it's a fumble on our 20-yard line, then it is a big deal. And that's what just bugs me. Like, if you come out running 3 running plays, you immediately just destroyed your ability to stretch the field, because you ruined all of your options immediately, and you put us in a hole, because we were down 14-0 before our offense even really did anything in this game. And that's a sad place to be. Anyway, I'm probably just gonna end this here because I don't know what else to show you. Honestly, this game is just bad, and all, like, it just gets worse as you go on. And honestly, as I watched the game, I just thought of a few things. One thing I do want. This was a nice play. And this is why I say Daryl Worley made one nice play in this game. And that was this interception. And honestly, it wasn't him that caused it. He was just there to pick it up afterwards. But it was a nice play. But it was too little, too late. And that's kind of what I thought when it happened. I'm like, this is nice, but it's a little too late. We're giving this game away, and it's obvious. So one thing that I think, and look at this, like 3rd and 3. Why are you holding the ball for freaking 10 minutes on 3rd and 3? Why do you have it for more than 3 seconds? Why is it in Derek Carr's hands for more than 3 seconds on 3rd and 3? Explain that to me, John Gruden. Explain that to me. You can't. It's just pathetic. But I want to talk about that Amari Cooper hit real quick, because I thought that was it just shows you that the league and the officials don't have any sympathy for the Raiders, and that they hate the Raiders, and that they want to call penalties on us, that for, like, when Bruce Irvin got called on a roughing the passer penalty when he barely even touched and it was for lowering his helmet, when he barely even touched the guy was on the ground, he just kind of fell on him basically. Whereas Amari Cooper gets smoked helmet to helmet in the open field, clearly helmet to helmet, no call. It would have given us a first down. It would have kept the drive moving. We probably would have got first down there. And the first time when Amari Cooper caught a 40-yard pass and it got pulled back from a holding call, which I didn't even think was a holding call, just goes to show that the officials don't care about Oakland and they want us to lose. But either way, let me know what you guys think. I probably I don't know. We'll see what happens next week if I make a video or not. But either way. This is ICFootball, Raiders recap. Have a good one, guys. Go Raiders. Either way, win or lose, Gruden or no Gruden, but damn, it hurts.